My name is Shirley Medina Magües, and this is practice number 3, Network Management and Monitoring. Administration and monitoring of a network allows the administrator to know in detail what is happening within the networks in real time, to analyze whether a network is working optimally, to identify problems, and to improve a network so that it is optimal. One of the most important advantages of monitoring a network is that the use of systems that perform this task allows the reduction of manual tasks. So this personnel can be used for other projects. Also, because systems used for network monitoring send performance and failure reports from time to time, managers can anticipate any future changes or needs for network improvement. Constant monitoring in the network allows to identify activities that are out of the ordinary and prevent leaks of security in the network. For the communication between devices of a network, protocols are used, which are a set of instructions or rules to follow, and without these protocols, there is no communication in the network. There are different types of networks, but they need to have an instructor to work correctly. That is, they must have devices suitable for the needs of the network. Some indispensable devices in a network are the router that allows the interconnection of LAN networks, WAN, etc., and the switch, whose main purpose is to connect different devices with itself in a LAN network. To show the configuration and monitoring of a basic network, we will do this activity, which has two PCs, as we can see, and a switch and a router. We will start assembling the topology and connected the router to a PC to access the command lines, or CLI. We will enter the configurations mode. We will proceed to make the name configurations, disable the DNS lookup, assign the password of the privilege X mode, encrypt the passwords, and assign the password for the console and the BTY lines. We use the exit command to exit a section or the end command to exit the entire configuration mode. Now we must configure and activate the interfaces on the router for that we use the commands interface and no shutdown to turn on the interface. This we have to do for all the interfaces that we are using in the topology that are connected to the router. We use the address and the mask assigned in the network topology. If we want, we can put a description or a name for an interface. Finally, we copy the running configurations to the startup configurations file to then proceed to assign the IP addresses, subnet mask, and gateway parameters of the PCs used. We copy these running configurations to the startup configurations because in case that we lose power or something, we have now saved these configurations, and if we turn on again the devices, where everything is going to start with the configuration that we already set. For Telnet and SSH access configurations, we must assign a domain name, configure the encryption key method, configure a username and password of the local database, where privilege level 15 grants administrators rights to the users, as we can see right now here. Username admin, privilege 15, the administrator level, and the password is admin. We enable Telnet and SSH and the incoming BTY lines using the command transport input. We save the running configurations in the startup configurations file. And now, if we want to be able to create an SSH connection with the router, we access the command prompt on the desktop of the PC and use the commands SSH-L, the username, as we can see here, admin, and the target IP. Finally, we can conclude with the fact that network monitoring is one of the most important things that an administrator must do. Seeing through this process, you can observe what happens in real time and can detect if there are failures or possible problems in the network in order to act immediately or before it occurs. In this way, many problems and possible security leaks are avoided. Thank you.